If that's
And-
Lichty.
Oh, I don't have Mr. Lichty on my docket.
That's the one we talked
That's
about,
all.
the weird one. And I printed you the
Yes, Judge, on behalf
violations.
of Nathan.
I don't know why.
Mr. Lichty, do you have an attorney?
Am I muted or can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, Mr. Lichty. Do you have an attorney?
I do not.
Okay, and you've decided you don't want an attorney?
No, I would like to plead guilty, and I've sat here 6 days. I have 3 days served. They
Okay,
recommended
hang
10
on.
days in jail.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Before we go any further, I understand you want to get out of jail.
Yes,
but,
sir.
I need to know, are you planning to plead guilty to this probation violation?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand you do have a right to a hearing to contest the violation, correct?
I understand.
You also understand that you have a right to an attorney, including one appointed at court expense if you're unable to afford it.
I understand.
You're waiving those rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that the worst thing that could happen is your probation could be revoked. You could be sentenced to up to 93 days in jail.
Yes.
And no one's threatened, forced, coerced, or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty.
Yes, Your Honor. That is correct.
Then is it true you were placed on probation for domestic violence in August of 2024? And as a condition of that probation, you were not to act in a violent, threatening, intimidating, or harassing manner toward anyone. Is that true?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And on February 15th, you did in fact act in a violent, threatening, intimidating manner toward Chelsea Poffenberger, for which you were arrested.
That is true, Your Honor.
Then to the violation, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
I'll accept your plea, find this voluntary, accurate, and understanding. So let's see. Ms. Trask is here on behalf of the probation office. She's recommending that we continue the probation, reinstate the no contact order with Ms. Poffenberger, give you 10 days in jail. That would include the 7 you've already been in. And disclose the incident to the folks at the men's program. What do you think about that?
Your Honor, does that count for the 3 days I've had prior served?
Well, let's see, you've got 7 days in, it says as of the 18th, so it'd be 9 days altogether. And
Yes.
you were given credit for 3 days at your sentencing. So I think what she's recommending is that you serve 10 additional days for which you would receive credit for 6. So you got 4 more to go.
Is there any way I could be released before then?
Well, if you can persuade me that you think I should let you out sooner than that.
Well, Your Honor, if I could start right now, I do have a past history, and this is the first time I've ever put my life together. And 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer, and that was the life-changing event for me. I stopped drinking, I stopped using alcohol, I stopped using all the drugs besides medical marijuana. And what happened is I screwed up with this incident. I've been doing a really good job, but I let the domestic violence, when that happened, I got the PPO lifted by doing the men's group. The men's group has been the greatest thing for me, and I understand being in men's group for this long and screwing up is a bad look. It's terrible. I should have used those tools better, and I really just need to use my mouth better and not just be angry. I've sat these days and really figured out like how to stop being angry. And I want to put that in the outside world, not just in here.
Okay, so would you agree that being around Ms. Poffenberger is a bad idea? Because that's why you're in there right now.
I do agree, yes.
Ms. Trask, is there anything else you'd like to add?
The only thing, it's possible because of this, chance will make him restart the men's program. But I do see a point to continuing probation.
Okay, well, I agree. I think it would be helpful for you to complete the men's program so you can better deal with your anger issues. I don't know what to do about the failure to follow our probation conditions and not have contact with Ms. Poffenberger, but hopefully the 10 days will have that effect. So I am going to follow the recommendations. Your probation is continued. You're to not have any contact with Chelsea Poffenberger for any reason. And let's see, it'll be the 10 days in jail. You do have credit for 6 of those days already served by my count. You're also to disclose this latest arrest to the folks at the men's program. Give them a copy of the police incident report. That's what I want you to do. And they probably will require that you restart the men's program. We'll extend the probation period by 3 months, because I'm sure it's going to take that long if they do extend the probation, and we'll just do it right now. So is there anything else you'd recommend, Ms. Traska?
No, Your Honor.
Then we're all set for today, sir, and please let the jail staff know that you're all set.
Your Honor, could I so I am getting out on Monday, that is correct?
Well, let's see, it's Thursday. That sounds correct.
Okay, thank you
Actually,
very much.
I think it's Sunday, but the jail will calculate that number and they'll know for sure, okay?
I do have one more question. I was working at Pepinero, but it is very close to the address of Miss Chelsea. Should I quit my job?
You need to talk to Ms. Traska about that. So I want you to give her a call first thing on Monday morning. And don't go to that address if you think there's any chance that it violates the conditions of your probation, okay? Unless you
Yes.
get clearance from Ms. Traska. All right,
Yes.
we're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rasby, you have a plea from pretrials, maybe?